This is a follow-up video from the Cave Keyhole I did. And after looking and analysing at the screenshots from the footage, I have something disturbing to show you. But as a quick backstory regarding the cave, from my memory, this was the one, the shallow one, with the keyhole. And further on to the left was the covered up cave, the main one. And regarding the editing I used the cartoon filter, which draws out the black and makes it stand out, darkness, and then the lighter objects and other stuff will be a different colour. So, this is the after shot of the keyhole. This is when Sean approaches the hole, gets close, and whatever it is that's behind the hole disappears quick. This is an arrow I drew on, okay? If we zoom in, it's almost like a perfect circular. The blackness is darkness, okay? So it's going into a cave or a hole, a ditch, whatever. What could have caused that hole? That's the key question. This is solid rock, so it seems. Or is it hollow? If it's wildlife, if it's a fly, could a fly possibly chew through solid rock? Bees, wasp, can't. There's no wood, nothing to chew. Can't be a woodpecker because it's not wood and they wouldn't live in that environment. I am ruling out wildlife to an extent, okay? The next picture I will show you is a before shot. This is taken just after Sean makes comment on the keyhole and whatever it is appears. This is quite odd and strange. Look at that. Doesn't that look like an eye to you? So the outer bit is obviously the opening to the hole. And then the bit in the middle is almost like a grey circle. And then within that is a black circle, like a pupil of an eye. We do a quick back and before. Pure black, nothing there. Something filling in the hole. Do a quick scroll. So it is obvious something is looking through, or at least covering up most of the hole. And with adding to the footage, which obviously shows movement, it definitely is something. And it is definitely leaning more towards something or someone spying through. Because one thing I didn't add in before in the previous video was when it disappeared, it did not step back. It dipped, it dropped, as if someone was on their knees or something and then got low to the ground. Because if it was to move backwards, just imagine the amount of rustling it would make. It would give it away. You would hear movement. The only thing that thing or person can do is duck down and keep close to the wall. Just look at the movies, look at horror films where someone's been hunted and they're hiding behind a brick wall or a fence panel. They don't run away because it'll make noise and it'll be obvious. They drop down and hide behind the fence, and if someone was to approach and look through or look over, they're going to look straight ahead. They're not going to look down. And a hole like that, you couldn't really look downwards, could you? You can't. There's not enough give. You can only look ahead. A final thing to mention, what someone mentioned, was, I don't know if you can see, there's like a white line going down. Now, one person, I'll say out of privacy, said it was some kind of wiring maybe. And then they said something about a device. Not too sure about that. But this white line, I would rule out and say most likely cobwebs. It's blowing in the wind, and as Sean was close to the hole, there was quite a few cobwebs scattered around. But nevertheless, one thing that remains is there's something definitely looking through. But something is not there after. So that's the way I see it. Now, if anything else does pop up, no pun intended, if anything else strange happens, I'll bring it up. But for now, goodbye.